Berlin has surely risen from the past of its history and has become one major tourist destination. Definitely one place I enjoyed visiting whilst reliving right through my history classes. Hi there, V Gang. In this episode, I'll be sharing with you 8 tips you need to know before your first trip to Berlin. It's your girl Motsi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming through to my channel, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming through. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you're a regular diggler subby, welcome back. Hey. So before we get started, plan in advance your trip. Get the spots that you want to visit in mind and map out your way using Google Maps. Google Maps is your friend. Prepare to walk as it is the best way to see a new place. Research ahead of your trip, understand the ticketing system, and don't forget to validate your ticket to avoid getting fined. The fines can get up to 60 euros if you're caught with a ticket that hasn't been validated, or if you're caught on a train with the wrong ticket, or without a ticket at all. Majority of the Germans, or majority of the people who are in Germany, especially in the tourist areas, speak English, so you should be fine. Be open-minded, as it is also a big city to see with a lot, I emphasize a lot of things to see, explore, and experience. Prepare to walk right through your history classes if you did take history. Don't overpack, as there is a big do-it-yourself culture in Berlin, as it may be found in most European countries. So if you want to travel comfortably without the stress of having too many things on you, don't carry too many things, because high chances you would have to negotiate your way around getting someone to help you with all that luggage. Alrighty, so let's begin. Avoid getting pickpocketed in Berlin. As it is a major city, pickpocketing is a common problem in Berlin, especially in the touristy areas. Places like Alexanderplatz, Zugarten, and Mitte are places where you can find pickpocketers. So when you're on the Berliner S-Bahn or U-Bahn, these are places where you definitely can find pickpockets during the rush hour. And as I said in my Paris video, first time trip to Paris, which I will link up there, it's your responsibility to take care of your things. So ensure that you have your bag on you or your valuables in the front where you can see your stuff right in front of you. Also, disclaimer, I don't know how to speak German, so some of my pronunciations may be wrong. Please give me some grace, but I will eventually get there. Alrighty, reduce the risk by keeping your valuables in your backpack and holding it in front of you as you walk around. Keep a tight grip on your bags in large crowds. Next up, book your tickets in advance. It's a good idea to book your tickets or make reservations ahead of time to see major sites. The next tip that you need to know is protesting and striking is common in Berlin. So protesting is considered one of the most important rights in Germany, and usually it's a positive atmosphere. But sometimes there could be some conflict, with the police and with the organizations that are trying to protect their property, because it can turn out to be a bit violent. So whilst most protests are peaceful and friendly, they can be crowded and intense. So in some cases, marches can turn into violence, but not severe violence. Be aware when there are strikes, also that transport system changes, and so this affects the buses, trains, trams as well. So do your research beforehand. It's very important for you, because for me, for example, I wanted to take the train from Luxembourg to Berlin, but I couldn't because the trains were on strike. So if you want to be able to travel, make sure that you do your research in advance. So also be aware of scams in Berlin. One of the scams that can surface from time to time is some Berliners, not necessarily that they're from Germany or Berlin, but they can fake being police officers who stop tourists under the pretense for searching for drugs or counterfeit money. And this is part of a ruse to steal valuables. So demand to see IDs from police officers. Also avoid buying used public transport tickets from people outside of the stations. They're normally forged and expired, and this can get you into a lot of trouble if you're caught on the wrong side of the law. It's a good idea to travel off peak times. Berlin is Germany's top destination, right? So there is a lot of competition for hotel rooms and transport at peak times. The city is always busy during the summer seasons, June to September. So visiting either side of the periods when it's not a peak travel time would be a good idea. There will be smaller crowds and the prices will be slightly lower. So Berlin is generally a safe city. However, whilst most travelers won't encounter any problems during their stay in Germany's capital, it will be sensible for you to just be cautious, especially in the night. If you're by yourself, if you see a large group of aggressive drunk people loitering around the streets, just avoid that. Avoid really quiet streets and parks in the night. Rather use an Uber or a taxi to go back to your hotel than walking back, especially in the night. It's generally safe, but you are in charge and you are in control of your own safety. Save money on transport. Traveling from the airport to wherever in Berlin, especially the center, can be extremely expensive. So you have an option. You could try using Uber option, or you can use the Durchbahn train. You can use the Airport Express train. You can use the S-Bahn. There are several options depending with where exactly you want to go. So this is very important for you to know because it saves you a lot of time, saves you a lot of heartache, saves you a lot by just knowing this information. Manners matter in Berlin, so it's important to be polite and have manners when you visit anyone's house. And in this case, this is Germany's house. Be respectful and do your research about the culture and respect it. When you are in Berlin, you do what Berliners do. So there is a big historical effect of Germany, of Berlin, obviously. Whether you have done history or you haven't, you should know that Germany has a history, right? So it would be interesting to obviously want to talk about it. As someone who loves history like myself, I absolutely enjoy talking about history. So for Germans, some of them are still very ashamed of the country's 20th century history. So it definitely becomes a sensitive topic. So locals tend to avoid talking about it. This being said, the older generation is also tired of justifying themselves and explaining themselves once given uncomfortable questions. The younger generation, younger Berliners are more willing to talk about it and help travelers understand it a bit better. But I mean, if you have done history, you know. You know about it, you know what I mean? So the good thing is that most of the sites that are there are very historical. Like if you go to the Berlin Wall, and there is a lot of history written there. So my take is be respectful. They have lived through the consequences of their history. I've come to a place where they have accepted it, lived with it, and are trying. Some have moved on and some are still trying to move on from it. I think it's a good thing to do your research first and structure your questions respectfully. So you can talk about it, but jokes about Hitler, jokes about the Nazis are generally intolerable. Berliners understand the curiosity that most travelers have and are often willing to carefully talk about the past, but treat this topic with respect so that you don't offend anyone by accident. All right. So there's free Wi-Fi in Berlin. If you don't have mobile data, you can find free Wi-Fi everywhere. All U-Bahn stations have Wi-Fi. Look for the BVG free Wi-Fi network. Some S-Bahn stations also have free Wi-Fi. Look for the Wi-Fi HDB network. And some local supermarkets and some local stores and malls have free Wi-Fi. It just depends with where exactly you're going. Hotels and hostels normally have free Wi-Fi for their guests, so you should be fine. So a few quick notes are, history is everywhere. Berlin is steeped in history. From remnants of the Berlin Wall to iconic landmarks like Brandenburg Gate, explore the city with awareness of its rich past. Secondly, public transport is efficient. The city has excellent public transportation system. Use the U-Bahn, S-Bahn, trams, buses to navigate easily. Consider purchasing a Berlin Welcome Card for unlimited travel. Thirdly, diverse neighborhoods. Berlin is a city of neighborhoods, each with a unique vibe and taste and style. From the artistic energy of Kreuzberg to historical Mitte, explore the diversity Berlin has to offer. Fourthly, cash is king. While credit cards are widely accepted, having cash can come in hand in most smaller establishments and local markets. Fifth, cycling is popular. Berlin is a bike-friendly city with numerous dedicated bike lanes. Renting a bike is a great way to explore the city and its parks. Language. Number 6. German is the official language, but English is widely spoken, especially in tourist areas. Learning a few basic German phrases can help enhance your experience. 7. Berlin's culinary scene. Indulge in local food scene. The traditional German dishes like currywurst to international cuisines like Kreuzberg. Berlin is a foodie's paradise. I must say the currywurst was really nice, though I'm probably pronouncing it wrongly, but you get the gist. Berlin is famous for its nightlife, which is number 8. Whether you're into cozy bars, jazz bars, the city comes alive after dark. There's always something to do. Number 9, Museum Island is a gem. If you love museums, don't miss Museum Island. It's a home to several world-class museums, including the Pergamon Museum. Number 10, weather variability. Berlin's weather is so unpredictable. Pack accordingly with layers and a waterproof jacket, especially if you're visiting during the cooler months. 11, shopping extravaganza. Explore the shopping scenes on Kufstendam, Berlin's famous shopping avenue. From luxury boutiques to local stores, it caters for every single type. Number 12, public art and street art. Berlin is known for its vibrant street art scene. Take a stroll around the neighborhoods like Kreuzberg to discover colorful murals and graffiti. Number 13, the Holocaust Memorial. So show respect at Holocaust memorials, such as the Memorial of Murdered Jews of Europe. Understand their historical significance and approach these sites with sensitivity. Number 14, parks and green spaces. Enjoy the city's green spaces such as Tiergarten and Victoria Park, which provide peaceful retreat from urban bustle. Number 15, Berliners value privacy. Berliners in general value their privacy. Respect personal space and avoid loud conversations in public places. With its dynamic mix of history, culture, and modernity, Berlin promises a memorable experience for first-time visitors. If you have made it to this part of this video, you are a real MVP. Berlin awaits with open arms, ready to share its rich history and contemporary charm. Dive in and explore and embrace the unique spirit of this dynamic city. Thank you so much for watching. This brings me to the end of my video. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll definitely see you in my next upload. If you like this video and you'd like to see more videos like this and virtual tours, let me know in the comment sections and I'll gladly do more videos like this. Alrighty. God bless you and see you in my next upload. Bye.